Hello everybody! Don't worry, we are back. We didn't disappear in the craziness of life, and as you see, beautiful day in the middle of winter. We have around 10 Fahrenheit outside, which is around minus 10 Celsius. In the overnight we expect around 5 Fahrenheit, which is around minus 16 Celsius. And I decided that I will take advantage of this beautiful day and will test overnight one of our ideas. So if you want to find out what we came up with to heat up the shelter and also cook, stay with us. For those of you who watched the episode when I found the homeless guy's shelter in the middle of woods, like that dome, and I tried to get close to it, let me show you what's left from that shelter. That's it. Nothing. And as you know, my shelter position for that episode was not that far, so why we don't go there and check what left from my shelter? It looks like I actually found it. I might use this spot again. Why not? It worked before. My idea is to use the existing platform from the previous shelter building, put one tarp on the ground, probably put other two tarps over that, like A-frame shelter, something like that. Cleanup is done, and I just want to quickly show you what I brought to build the shelter with. This is 2 mil 9 by 12 feet plastic, and I have 3 of these like reflective emergency blankets. So these will build the walls, and the third one will be floor, and the plastic will go over it to trap the heat. Also want to mention I took this let's say quarter bottle of water with me for drinking, and the reason for this kind of bottle I will explain in the evening before going into bed. This is the stake, the long screw from the tactical stake package, and this has eyelets on each corner, so it's easy to put it together and nicely make it tight. Done. Okay, the basic structure is done, and I just closed the ends with the clamps, try to overlap under so the heat is trapped. Same here, it's overlapping, and now I will cover it with plastic. Great, so this part is done, plastic is on the top. All I need to do is just close it on each end. I will probably cut it a little bit and just close it like a flaps. Now I want to quickly talk about the heating options. First, the most obvious is build fire in the old tree, close it with plastic and basically make it like a super shelter, which might be the option for me tonight. I'm not sure yet, but at the beginning I was talking about idea we came up with, how to somehow heat the shelter, not with the fire, but with the other options, with the source, which certainly will run out, but it's like a one-night option, and it seems to us very convenient and fast how to heat a small space. So here are the parts. The main thing is the tactical cylinder, or the part of it, and this is some kind of photography reflector for the light. So here inside I have packed some things which I will need to somehow set up the heater. This is just a cloth, nothing special. Gloves, nothing special, just to keep it from the sounds. Also, we thought about the options really beyond the typical survival or bushcraft style. So maybe you will find some things very modern and you might laugh, but that's what we are, modern survival tactics. So I will show you the thing. So here is let's say 8 feet of the dryer duct, which all of you probably know, and on top I attach the reflector, which has the silver inside, so it reflects light or heat, doesn't matter. So this can be very long. Inside the cylinder we have a plan to have one of these cans. We bought them at Sam's Club. It's some kind of save heat chaffing fuel, 6 hours. So we will light it, we will put it in this holder and just slide it inside, and the heat which that produce, which is very nice heat, we will capture with this on top, and the heat will go inside the duct, and the duct will be inside the shelter. In case, as everybody knows, the heat rising up. So in case that option will not work, that means you know, there is not enough incline for the heat to rise up. We brought very simple solution. That's a computer 12-volt fan and 9-volt batteries. 9-volt battery will power this up for sure. It's not gonna be that strong as for 12 volts, but it will be sufficient enough. And I'm not sure how long one battery will run, a couple hours hopefully, but it's not the main purpose. So this is just an addition, like a bonus. So let me set it up, and I will probably heat up some soup in a can. Alright, so this is the basic idea of the heater. There will be can on the bottom, and I will just put this on top. If I want to cook, I will just raise this up to still trap the heat and somehow use it to heat up the shelter. But now I need to take out all my sleeping gear and somehow set up for the night. I want to show you how I set up the height adjuster. So here's small tripod from the sticks, and I used wire which I brought from home to somehow raise it up so I can put, let's say, the can inside, let it cook, and when it's done I will just drop it on top of that. So I am inside the shelter, probably the first time in the history before darkness, and this is the look from inside. It's not set up or started yet, you will be with me. I closed the plastic on top as much as possible, just I left some hole behind it for the air to circulate, but I might close it when I will go sleep. Certainly in the winter there is a challenge to keep water against freezing, so I will just simply put it at the bottom of my sleeping bag. Just make sure it's tight well. Okay, now it's time to start the can. It's great because it can be started with the fire rod. It's right here. I am laying, so it's not the best position to operate something. And this knife does not have the best edge. Oh my gosh, I will freeze probably. Here we go. Can you see that flame? And it will grow and grow. And like I said, the heat it produces is very, very nice. Now I will just slide it inside the holder. And we'll place it here. The reason why I dig the hole is because I wanted the entire thing be lower where is my sleeping platform, so the heat will rise up through the duct. So let me start with the soup. Today we have some kind of chicken noodle, and the dinner will be probably later. Now it's around 4 o'clock. I want to give you a quick temperature update. Outside is around 11 Fahrenheit, let's say -10 Celsius, and here inside I have my watch, as you see, the loop hanging there for, let's say, 20-25 minutes, and currently when I checked it measured, let's say, 34 Fahrenheit, which is around 0 Celsius, let's say 1 plus, which is not bad. I am just cooking and did not use the heat of the can completely, so when I will finish the soup I will try the heater for 100%. So here is my quick snack, warm soup with noodles and pieces of chicken. Okay, I don't have good news. As you see, this wire supposed to be connected somewhere here, but it broke because it's basically frozen, and connections are very fragile at this temperature, so unfortunately I will not be able to try the forced air version, but at least we'll try to install the standard hot air rising version, and I will be back. So this is one option. It's going up to the ceiling, and here is the outlet, and I can definitely feel the warm air coming from it. So as you can see, I am using small thermo camera, and this is the duct going to the ceiling of the shelter, and I know it's not sharp, but I will somehow describe what's there. So when we go right here, that's the outlet basically of the duct. There is a cross in the middle of the screen, and it's measuring 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me also check the temperature here on my watch. It's saying 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Certainly it's somewhere here at this level, so where I'm laying it'll be much worse. So I will now try to take this hose or duct, and we'll try to put it lower. Okay, so this is the second option, and I can say it's working beautifully, and I believe it's very good option even without the fan. And I have an idea how to warm up my feet very quickly. That duct is sending 75 degrees at least inside the sleeping bag. So I'm not sure, maybe that already exists, but it seems to me this is the first type of warming sleeping bag system. I am so excited about how it works that I feel warm air on my feet and inside the sleeping bag. It's unbelievable, and you know, it's very simple, portable, and at this point I can say very efficient. I just heard very strange sounds. And this is how the hand warmer works. Are your electronics cold? No problem. Just put them inside our portable warmer and they will be fine in a couple minutes. Do you remember when I mentioned it's very hard to keep water against freezing? Not anymore. And as you see, I am again enjoying the warm sleeping bag from inside. It's very nice touch to this already 5-star hotel. And of course the fire outside, or long fire, or the super shelter setup with the fire outside would be probably warmer for sure, but I cannot make fire here. That's one thing. I don't want to be seen. That's other reason. And also feeding up fire
a whole night by one person in this kind of temperatures, it's not, in my opinion, good option. I think this is much better in the situation I am in. Certainly I need to test after a couple hours if the fumes from the can are somehow bad, if I feel dizzy or have some problems. Certainly I will stop it and never use it again, but so far I'm fine, and I am exposed to that fumes for more than 2 hours, so I believe it'll be fine. And like I said, I have breathing holes, and the shelter is certainly not hermetically closed. It's impossible. It's just a tarp shelter. It's around 7 p.m. and I believe I started the can. It was around 3, something like that, 3:30. I need to check, but so far is running with stable flame, stable heat, so it's looking good. I will probably cook dinner next 30 minutes. I'm somehow hungry, and after that I will go to sleep. So see you at the dinner. This will never get old. Noodles with beef jerky. Excellent. And as I promised at the beginning that I will explain why I use this bottle for water, it's simple. I don't want to go in the middle of the night or now even outside the shelter when I have, let's say, 30 inside and outside this 10. So I will open the shelter, I will let all the air out, and it's basically waste. So I will use it to pee inside the tent into the bottle. For somebody it can be disgusting or crazy, but there is no need to share your opinion at the comments below. And also there is a benefit of hard liquid, so you can put it back on the bottom of the sleeping bag and heat up your feet. So I am ready to go into the sleep system. The dinner, as always, was very good. I somehow used my jacket to block partially the entrance. There is a hole on top still, and the advantage of the heating system is that you can take it with you into the shelter deeper. So I just tuck the stuff around it so the cold air from outside is not reaching this part of shelter, and I just have this outlet here, and it's very warm, very comfortable. Certainly it's not 70 here, obviously. It's 38 Fahrenheit when I checked, and the temperature is probably at its peak, because overnight it should go down around 3 Fahrenheit, let's say minus 16 Celsius, something like that. So I will prepare for the night, and if nothing happens, I will see you in the morning. Good morning. It was not bad night. The heater or the can stopped working around 9:30. I was still up, so I changed to other one, and that can was working probably until 3 or something like that. So it really keeps around 6 hours, which is impressive. And after that, second can died, I just somehow did not have will to change the third one because it was very warm in the sleeping bag, so I didn't want to somehow open it. And now it's around 8 a.m. and I didn't check the temperature here, as you see at my watch. Let me see, 24 Fahrenheit, not bad. Outside is around 10, something like that. The temperature is rising faster than I expected. It should be almost 20 today, but there is a wind outside, so it makes it, they're saying -4 real feel, so I'm not sure what is waiting for me outside. But I definitely have to start packing everything and have some breakfast as always. So and maybe we'll use the can again just to warm me up a little bit. I will see. So far so good. One more time, thank you for watching. I know there is a longer time period between the last video and now, but life is busy and we doing our best. So for sure I will go out next month to celebrate the tradition every year, the Hidden Overnight series, so be ready for that. Until then, guys, thank you for the support, thank you for views and comments. If there is anything helpful you want to add to this video or to the heater idea, please share it below. Avoid any stupid comments or unintelligent communication. Thank you and take care.